This is an essay on conservatism in crisis to coincide with Kemi Badenoch's campaign to be the next leader of the Tory party. Here's part of the introduction. Kemi Badenoch.
Conservatism is in crisis and we need to be serious about getting it back on track. The general election of 2024 delivered the most left-wing parliament this country has ever seen. This will have enormous consequences, as it will soon become apparent.
This leads on to this.
While the general election result this year was disastrous for us, we need to consider a wider problem. Since 1992, the Conservative Party has only won a majority when Brexit was on the ballot paper, in 2015 through a pledge to hold a referendum on the European Union, and in 2019 to get Brexit done. By 2029, we will not have won a majority without this issue in nearly 4 decades. So when people say we just need to deliver policy X or policy Y and then everything will be fine again, they are kidding us and themselves. This is not just about policies, it's about wider economic and cultural malaise that has set in across a complacent West that is living off the inheritance built by previous generations.
But of course, in Kemi's eyes, it's not the rich getting richer, acting like a giant vacuum cleaner that's the problem. And let's just remind ourselves with this clip from Bernie.
Whoa! What happens in 1982? Well, Ronald Reagan is president, and the good news is we are into trickle-down economics. And here it is. And this chart tells it all. This is what the top 20% got. This is what the top 10% got. This is what the bottom 90% got. And here we are in the last number here, where we are today. And lo and behold, the top 10% gets it all. Gets it all. And frankly, this is a metaphor. This is an example of exactly what trickle-down economics is all about.
So instead of seeing the economic model of free market capitalism that her party has adopted that's causing the draining of the inheritance, she has to find another group to blame. Who could it be?
In nearly every country, a new progressive ideology is on the rise. The ideology is based on the twin pillars of constant intervention on behalf of protecting marginalised, vulnerable groups, including protecting us from ourselves, and the idea that bureaucrats make better decisions than individuals or even democratic nation states.
It's the liberal elite, wanting equality and distribution of wealth, one that cares about others and sees community as an essential ingredient of a healthy life. No wonder the Tories are struggling. They have nothing to offer except the empty promise that you are free to make as much money as you want, but with the obscenely wealthy 10% taking the lion's share of profits and leaving scraps for the other 90%, most voters are disillusioned with the political classes, in particular the Tories. Click here for Badenoch gets on everybody's nerves.